Okay, the state of Louisiana is taking a page out of Florida's alligator Alcatraz, showing off its new detention center, Louisiana Lockup. It is based inside the country's largest maximum security prison and houses over 400 illegal immigrant detainees who are described as the worst of the worst. Governor Jeff Landry is releasing this new ad as a warning to criminal migrants.
With 18,000 acres bordered by the Mississippi River, swamps filled with alligators.
This facility will hold the most dangerous of criminals.
All right, with us now is the Louisiana Governor, Jeff Landry. Governor, thank you for being here. Tell us more about this facility and how you are able to detain these migrant criminals, lock them up, and keep them off the streets.
Well, first of all, Angola is the largest maximum security state penitentiary in America. It's 18,000 acres of a number of maximum security camps. We took one of our decrepit camps, revamped it. It was a maximum security facility. We revamped it to eventually it'll hold over 400 of the worst criminal illegals. And Sandra, the whole concept is to try to get these folks who are the worst of the worst out of state penitentiaries around the country and consolidate them where they can't continue to run their criminal enterprise. We can put them at Angola and they're not going anywhere.
There are some incredible rap sheets of some of these criminals that you're locking up there. They are the worst of the worst, Governor. We have some of them that were provided to us with their names from DHS. This is as of September 25th. Raymond Lewis, aggravated assault of a police officer. Jose Gonzalez Suarez, homicide. Francisco Rodriguez Romero, homicide of a family member. Felix Fernando Martinez Rico, a rape. This is more from that new ad that you're putting out, Governor. Let's listen and watch.
Drug dealers, human smugglers that have no place in this country.
If you kill our next generation of Americans, absolutely there's consequences. You're going to end up here.
Do you believe this is a model other states will follow, Governor?
I would hope so. Look, here's what we know. We know that the open border policies of the Democrats have only wreaked havoc on America and America's cities. I mean, the amount of fentanyl, the amount of human traffickers, drug dealers, you name it. The worst of the worst has poured over the border over the last decade, and now we're rounding them up. And so if you're in this country and you are conducting illegal criminal activity, what we want you to know is you either get out the country or we've got a place for you.
Governor, you've got a busy few days there in Washington. A big day today, which you spent at the court. There's a legal battle over Louisiana's congressional map that could reverberate throughout the nation. I will read in part, quote, a Supreme Court ruling on voting rights could boost Republicans' redistricting efforts. If the High Court overturns the Act's Section 2, a provision that bans racial discrimination in voting, GOP-controlled states could redraw at least 19 more voting districts for the House of Representatives in favor of Republicans, according to a recent report by the voting rights advocacy groups Black Voters Matter Fund and Fair Fight Action. You're at the court today. What are you hearing, and which way is this going?
Look, I will tell you, I spent 2.5 hours in the Supreme Court room today where the justices spent those 2.5 hours peppering all of the lawyers. It goes to show you the complexity of this case and basically how complicated the court has created our Voting Rights Act enforcement. And what has happened is it has entangled states like Louisiana in a web of redistricting under which we never know. Either we violate the Voting Rights Act when we don't create a minority majority district, or when we do, we violate the Equal Protection Clause. And so we brought this case specifically so that the court could finally answer this question. It could have a watershed effect on redistricting in the country. Because, Sandra, the best way to stop discriminating based upon race is to stop discriminating based upon race.
Yeah, this is the second time that the Supreme Court is hearing this case, Governor, and the conservative majority appears to be willing to blunt this provision. Is that fair to say? That's recent reporting.
That is fair. Look, what you have seen in the dissents over these cases, and most of these cases have been 5-4 decisions, because the court is consistently, the conservatives are recognizing the constant entangled web that the court is getting in. States continuously have to go out there, to the Supreme Court. They have to untangle the web of cases and precedent that the court has already put in place, only to go back down and then back up. Yeah. We've spent over $40 million since 2012 on redistricting cases. That's $40 million that can go to our schools, our roads, and help our citizens.
I just want to finish by reading off part of what we heard from Justice Brett Kavanaugh in this case. The court's cases, he says, in a variety of contexts have said that race-based remedies are permissible for a period of time, sometimes for a long period of time, decades in some cases, but that they should not be indefinite and should have an endpoint, said Brett Kavanaugh. Really interesting. We'll be watching all of that. And by the way, busy weekend as well, and we'll see you for the LSU national baseball team on Monday at the White House as well, right?
That's right. LSU's coming to the White House on Monday.
All right. Go Tigers, Governor. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.